Hello there, you can find review videos of almost every single Glossier product on my channel. I've been a big fan of the brand for years and always try their new releases, but I'm often asked about my go-to Glossier items, my favourites, what I repurchase, what I always reach for, what would make the cut if I actually had to write a list. So here are my top 5 Glossier makeup and skincare products. These aren't recommendations, everyone's skin and style and budget is different, this is just what works well for me, so I'll just share some information and personal experience and let you be the judge on what might work for you. Glossier's annual 20% off sale for Black Friday is just around the corner too. It's the only time they ever reduce their products, so it's a great chance to stock up on your favourites, try something you've had your eye on, or even give Glossier a go for the first time. I'll leave details of the sale down below, starting very soon on the 29th of November. Glossier's message is skincare first, makeup second, and that's definitely something I believe in too, but I'm going to flip the order around here because I feel like that natural, fresh-faced makeup look is what they're most famous for. Here are my top 5 products. I've been using some of them for years, often repurchase them, and they sort of complete a classic Glossier makeup look overall, but it was genuinely so hard to choose, so I'm squeezing in 2 new arrivals from Glossier Play as well. First, Boy Brow. This is Glossier's #1 bestseller and definitely my holy grail product from the brand. Honestly, this might be my 20th tube because it's the only brow product I've worn for 4 years straight. They're usually so well loved that the labels completely disappear like this one. The difference between this and other brow products I've tried is that Boy Brow is a pomade, not a gel. It means it's a little bit thicker, definitely creamier, it has more pigment, and it really keeps brows in place comfortably so they never feel crunchy or too stuck down. I wear the shade Brown. The little tiny spoolie means you can be more precise and control the direction of different parts of your brows if you like them brushed up, fluffy, or more sleek. Next, Perfecting Skin Tint. This little bottle has served me well for a long time, right down to the bottom now. This lightweight fluid is very sheer, so it just evens out your complexion and adds a very slight dewy glow. Although the coverage will always be fairly light, the beauty of this is that you can build it up. Just add more or less drops. I usually go for about 8 or 9, sometimes only 5 or 6 for a really undetectable look, and I think I once read that the founder Emily Weiss wears 10 to 15 drops, but you can really just do what works for you. I use the shade Medium, but they changed the formula and increased the shade range earlier this year, so it's far more inclusive now. Medium is the equivalent of the shade G9 these days, which I bought recently. Haven't started using the new one yet, so let me know if you noticed any differences between the old and new formula. Moving on to my favourite step, cream blush. Cloud paint is commonly mistaken for little tubes of paint in the comments of my videos, but that's the idea, a real finger painting, fun way to apply your blush. It's not watery or runny, sort of a gel cream. They feel light on the skin, but they're certainly buildable, so pigmented that often what's on the top of the tube when I open it is actually enough for me. I love the shade Dusk, a brownie nude that just warms up my face a bit, but also really enjoy Puff, the bright baby pink that's fun as an eyeshadow too. If you have any trouble applying cream blush, rather than actually rubbing it into the skin, I always like to blend with my fingertips with quick strokes or swipes in a slightly upward motion along my cheekbones. Next, Haloscope, the brand's Dew Effect highlighter for a glazed donut sort of glow. I'm always drawn to lit from within, cream highlighters, and a twist-up stick format like this is so handy to swipe or dab straight onto the skin. These contain crystal extracts and an oil-based core to really give you that dewy look. They're not shimmery, just luminous, and they really catch the light. Haloscope comes in 3 shades, but my favourite is Quartz, the slightly pink-toned, pearly champagne highlight. Moving on to lips to complete the look, and Generation G is such an easy lip colour to throw on. It's the brand's sheer matte lipstick. I've been using Generation G for several generations. They started out in a skinny long tube and have adapted to the thicker bullet these days. Actually only just got my hands on the new formula. I'd been stuck on earlier versions for years, and I do find it more comfortable than the first 2, which could border on feeling a bit dry. They give your lips a hint of colour in a hurry and a great stained look. I love the shade Like Your Lips But Better Pink and the bright, punchy, warm, summery red Zip. I reach for these 2 the most, but there are 6 different shades and I use them all. But with my newfound love of lip shines this year, I had to mention Glossier Play Vinylic Lip, Generation G's flashier, shinier cousin. Vinylic Lip is the click-up lip lacquer pen that completely won me over. The cushion tip applies well, the formula's so balmy and comfortable, not sticky, and it has a delicious apricot flavour. I absolutely love Baby, the classic bright red, and Pony, a slightly rosy brown nude. Both have a great juicy shine and can certainly be built up for more colour and drama or worn fairly sheer. Another honourable mention to the Glossier Play Colour Slide eye pencils. I've applied a bit of these 2 almost every day for the last 6 months or so. The gel formula is long wearing but not drying, and they're just about creamy enough to smudge all over the lid. They come in 14 shades, but my favourites are Candyland, a peachy pink shimmer that really makes your eye colour pop if you smudge it on top and underneath your bottom lashes, and Jumbo, a striking matte orange that's perfect for a graphic liner look and a pop of unexpected colour. Moving on to skincare, which is a category I actually love more than makeup, but don't talk about too often on my channel because it's just so subjective. We all have different skin and skin types. Mine is normal to dry, by the way, so the exact same product can work completely differently on different people. So again, not recommendations, just what works well for me, so make sure you do more research on what's right for you. My top Glossier skincare pick is definitely Priming Moisturiser. It's popped up plenty of times on my channel because it's the moisturiser I've used every single morning for about 4 years, every day since I first got it. I get a lot of questions about this product because people seem to find the name a bit confusing, but it's definitely a moisturiser, not a primer. But it's a moisturiser with priming qualities, like prepping your skin nicely for makeup and helping to reduce redness. It's very lightweight, more like a fluid than a cream, and it gives skin such a nice, dewy, hydrated look. A perfect first step for me every morning, always followed by sunscreen. In second and third place is the mask duo. Love them both equally. The Mega Greens Galaxy Pack and Moisturising Moon masks are sold separately or as a pair, and they complement each other really well. I start with Mega Greens, a detoxifying mask with a thick, creamy texture. I use this once or twice every week, and it helps my skin feel fresh and clean, but never stripped because it's so creamy. There are little bits of bitter orange peel in there too that are meant to be an exfoliant, but I personally don't get that effect. It just feels like a good clean and hitting refresh overall. I leave it on for about 20 to 25 minutes in the bath, rinse, then follow with Moisturising Moon mask. Just started another pot recently. Don't know how many of these two I've gone through. I've tried a few much hyped hydrating face masks, but haven't found anything that beats this one for me. I always come back to it. I think it's probably the hyaluronic acid in this that makes my skin feel so hydrated and insanely soft every time. It's something I apply weekly, always on long plane trips too, and it just feels like it brings your skin back to life, like a big glass of water. I leave a very light layer on for about 20 minutes, then wipe off the excess, but you can also add more and just let your skin drink it in. More hydration next with their Super Bounce Serum. This is truly something I hoard and really stock up on when I'm in a country Glossier ships to. Definitely one of the best hydrating serums I've ever used. What I really like about it is that it's not sticky at all. A lot of other hyaluronic acid products have that feel. Ooh, not for me. This is super smooth with a cooling gel texture that makes my skin feel so supple and soft. Then you follow it with moisturizer. This year they brought out a bigger bottle for the same price and tweaked the formula. Haven't tried the new one yet, so let me know how you'd compare them if you've used both. Glossier's Milky Jelly Cleanser rounds out my skincare top 5. This is sort of my alternate cleanser. I usually prefer a foaming gel formula that really feels like it cleans your skin at the end of the day, so this conditioning jelly is something I swap to when I want to be a bit more gentle, and it's perfect in the morning just to wake up my face. It always feels cooling and refreshing, and my skin is soft, not stripped afterwards. It also comes in a smaller size, which is handy for travel or to try out any skincare product for the first time. There you go, my top 5 Glossier makeup and skincare products. I broke it into 2 sections because my top 10 overall would probably be slightly different, maybe more makeup than skincare, but as you can see, there are plenty of products from both categories I use on a very regular basis. I'd love to hear what makes the cut for you from Glossier. It's always so interesting to hear just how much people's top products can vary, so let me know if we have any favourites in common, and please list your Glossier top 5s in the comments. I'm back in Australia, so I won't be shopping during Glossier's sale this year, but let me live vicariously through you. Please share what you'll be stocking up on or trying for the first time. They have a whole range of new sets coming during the sale, and the discount also applies in store, even their pop-ups. I'd love to see some photos if you visit the brand new London location. Send me a message at Matilda on Video on Instagram. And for more information on any of the products in this video, you can find my more detailed Glossier reviews linked below. Thanks for watching, see you next time.